LOVE. Love you. You're welcome, guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Seriously. You have a special place in my heart. You won't believe it, but you have a very special place in my heart. Okay, so today, guys, we'll be making corn pudding. Corn pudding is a street food, popularly known and called by the Igbos as woka. And we in Delta will call it woka, the Robos to be precise. So, for this recipe, we'll be making use of some fresh corns, plantains, scotch bonnet pepper, onion, some oil, seasoning and salt to taste. So me now, over Sabi now, I went a little further to add crayfish, some dried prawns and dried mackerel to it. Yes, that is me. That's how we roll. So first of all, we are going to take out our corns from the stalk. Yes, take it out. Guys, you want to use a sharp knife for this so it will be easy for you to take the corns off the stalk. So after taking it off, this is all I had. I actually made it of 3 large corns, so this is everything I had. So I was literally picking out those hairs. You know, there are some hairs in the corn. Yeah, I was taking them out at this point in time, and I'll proceed to washing the corn. Now you're going to wash your corn until you get a very clean corn. Just put that into a bowl, added some water, and I washed. While washing, I was taking a shaft and I was taking out those hairs from inside my corn. Yeah. That's what I did, as you can see. Yeah. So new subscribers, you're welcome. I love you. And if you are watching and you are yet to subscribe, please hit the button. Old subscribers, I love you always. Thank you for being part of our amazing journey. So yeah, these are my ripe plantains. I have 2 ripe plantains here. I know some people will be saying, 3 corns, 3 plantains. Is it like 3 Richard 3? Is that what we should be doing? Yes and no, because there's actually no measurement to it. I just decided to make it of these 3 ripe plantains. So as you can see, I have ripe plantains. So I just went ahead to wash my plantains and cut them into smaller chunks for blending, cut them into a bowl. Now at this point, I actually drove a knife through the skin of my plantain, which could actually create an incision, but doesn't matter. I'm going to blend to a purity at the end of the day, aren't I? Yeah, I would. So I actually did that. I washed my plantain, cut into smaller chunks into a bowl to be prepared for what? Blending. Yeah. So guys, please make sure you use ripe plantain, not the show ripe plantain. Please use a ripe plantain for your corn pudding. Please, once I didn't tell you, I beg, cover me with the blood of Jesus. I told you. So guys, I just went ahead to cut the 3 ripe plantain into the bowl, and here is our corn properly washed, very clean. You can see this is very clean, very, very clean, very fresh corn, and our chopped ripe plantain. And you know, Nadia Vasabi, me, my crayfish, and my dried prawns, and my red oil, and scotch bonnet pepper and onion, and you over sabi of it, my dried mackerel. Yes, I did this. You can actually add egg to it too. It's your choice. So this is the star boy, the leaf, the cocoa, the mormon leaf for the wrapping of the corn pudding. So after this, I proceeded to blend in my pepper and my onion, and of course I went ahead to blend my washed neat corn, fresh corn. So I put this in the blender and added some water. Now guys, please don't add too much water. Please don't add too much water. It's better you add your water gradually. You blend. If it's too thick, you go in with more water instead of adding so much water from the beginning, and it becomes so watery, and then you might want to sieve and you end up losing the whole juice in the corn, which is not good, because that won't be corn pudding any longer, but something that looks like corn pudding. So as you can see, at this point I found that it was very thick, so I decided to pause and go in with a little more water to get my desired consistency and my desired smoothness. Now the corn is not supposed to be grounded to be very smooth, yes, but it should not be too rough too, and it should not be too smooth. It should be somewhere in between, like sitting on the fence. Yes, I think I can use that, sitting on the fence. So I decided to blend. I blended till I got my desired consistency as per the thickness and desired smoothness. So I blended this and took off the blender, placed in the bowl. So guys, you can see this process is very easy. So after that, I went in with my chopped plantain. Now this plantain is supposed to be blended to a pure, like blended to a pure, like you're making a smoothie rather. So that's how you blend. You go in with about a half cup of water. Please, not too much water as well. You need to be careful with the quantity of water you'll be adding to your corn while blending, and also to your plantain, so you don't end up with watery corn pudding. So I just went ahead to I think I added about a half cup of water and I blended this plantain till it became very, 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 very smooth. Literally, I blended it till it become a pure, and boom. So I got a larger bowl for the mixture because yes, I'll be mixing a lot of things together. So I got a larger bowl. In it I have my blended corn, and I just went ahead to add my blended plantain. So I'm going to go ahead to stir. This is to ensure that the plantain and the corn are well incorporated. Yes, they are well infused into each other. I made use of a wooden spatula, please. And after that, I went to my pepper mixture. Please use a lot of pepper that you can tolerate, please. And if you're making for a larger audience, like so many people, please, if you are making for a larger audience, please, you have to be very minimal with your pepper that you are using. You understand? So at this point, I actually did blended my crayfish, but it didn't come out very smooth. So I just literally sieved the water off, and at this point, I'm going to go in with my blended crayfish. So I went in, look at this fly, it's just disturbing me. I had to make this video outside because NEPA was showing me pepper. You know, this is Nigeria, and price of oil was not helping either. So please pardon those busybody. So I mixed and I went in with my dried prawns. Now you can actually blend your crayfish and your prawns with either your corn or your plantain, but I decided to go in with it like this because I want you to get the goodness while biting. You understand? While chewing, I want you to get the goodness and all that. So after that, I went with my red oil. After this red oil, please, you have to mix very well because this red oil is kind of funny. It's kind of funny stuff. You need to mix very well so that you don't have oil on one part and the other part is white and all that. No, so you have to mix very well. You have to stir. That's why you need to mix with a wooden spatula. Yes, that's why I made use of a wooden spatula, so I can mix very, very well. So I just went ahead to mix this, give it a proper mix until I see that the oil is all over the pudding. So I went with my seasoning cube and my salt. Now please guys, don't be too generous with your seasoning cubes and your salt, please, because the plantain is sweet, the corn is sweet, so please, you don't want to be too generous with it so you don't end up with an over salted plantain pudding at the end of the day. So guys, I'm done with that, and here is my moi moi leaf. Now you need to wash your moi moi leaf because some of these leaves come with so many sand, they are very dirty. So mine, I washed mine for about 2 to 3 times. It was not very dirty, but I need to wash very well to ensure that I don't have sand in it, please. So after that, I wrapped like in cone shape, and this is it. I just go ahead to fold the bottom of the leaf. Now guys, don't worry, I'm going to make a video on how to use this leaf, just how to wrap this leaf in case you want to make more with it, or your agidi jollof, or your corn pudding, or whatever. Please bear with me on this one. I made this filming myself, so it was kind of difficult. So after wrapping like in a cone shape and folding the bottom, you're just going to dip your hands in and then go ahead to scoop in some of your corn pudding into it. Now please, you want to be very careful with the quantity of corn pudding you're putting so that when you fold up and wrap, the corn pudding don't end up spilling out of the wrap. So this is the point where I put my oversabi, my dried mackerel fish inside. So yes guys, I went ahead to put it and then I just sealed that up. Don't worry please, I'll make a video on how to use this leaf very well so you can enjoy. So this is it. You just went in with one side and the other side of it and then fold all the way to the back. At this point, I already have my pot with little water and it's properly lined up with the leaf. Yes, with some of the leaf, and I just put it in. So I went in to continue the wrapping and I placed all of it in the pot and then cover with some of the leaf and covered and allow this to steam for about 15 to 20 minutes. And voila guys, this is your corn pudding. It is ready. You can see, simple as that. So guys, try out this amazing corn pudding, this amazing street food in your own way, and tell me what you think. So until next time, it's LOVE. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.